Well, that was something. This is my post-game review of the Toronto Maple Leafs versus the Philadelphia Flyers game tonight. 6-1 for the Flyers. Now, I don't know about you guys, but this was like a tale of two different games. I mean, the Leafs came out, they were dominating in the first period. They looked really good. And then even at points in the second period, I'm like, okay, like they're playing pretty well here. Like defensively, they're not giving up a bunch of shots. Like, and that's the thing. I'm halfway through this game watching it and I'm like, man, Freddie Anderson might be able to play back to back games here. Like they're not giving up a ton of shots. They looked all right. There was some lazy play from some of the forwards, and that goes for all of them. I again we see the usual suspects being called out, and I even tweeted it. I said Matthews and Nylander, like they just looked clueless without the puck. Now people need to relax when you start calling out individual players because I usually am the type of person where if they're having a bad game, I'll call out the players. And again, this my word isn't gospel, but like I call out everybody. It's not like I just pick on two players the whole time. And it's like I called like I said Riley. Like what was Morgan Riley doing on some of these goals? And like I don't even want to specifically break down certain goals, but the shots were 29-28. Freddie Anderson was just absolutely hung out to dry, especially as the game started to get away with the from them because it was 1-0, and then that crazy Dermott goal tied it up, and then Giroux scored and it's 2-1, and then the Konechny goal on the 2-on-1 was again a bad defensive play, and then all of a sudden the empty net goal and then two more goals happened because the Leafs just shut it down. They're like, the game's over. The craziest part is I literally got up after the Konechny goal and it was 3-1. I got up and I was at my grandparents' house, so I started putting my coat on. I'm like, this one's over. I'm gonna have to go out there and get the car. I'm at least gonna be listening, getting my stuff on until the end of the game. That's kind of what I wanted to do. There's only less than 4 minutes left, so I'm just getting myself ready. And then I look and I see the empty net goal go in. I keep putting on my shoes. Then all of a sudden, Ghost just walks in and claps one home, and I'm like, guys, where's the team? And then I'm literally going to the door, and Van Riemsdyk scores. And I'm like, where the hell did this come from? It's 6-1. Like the Leafs looked okay at first. Like Carter Hart was like stealing the game for Philadelphia. Like he looked fantastic, and we all know Carter Hart's a great goalie, but it's not like the Leafs just folded in the second period. They folded at the end of the game. It was 3-1 and they folded. We've seen this Leafs team how they can score. They shouldn't have folded at that point. You should never fold really, but throughout this game, like what happened? It was a tale of two games. Like I said, like there's people saying, "Oh, this game was absolute garbage." The Leafs started out pretty good for like half the game. Sure, they weren't always on the puck, but like the breakouts were really smooth. Like people were posting about it on Twitter, but it was something that everybody noticed. Like it's so quick to notice. Like you're so quick to notice something like that. Like the breakouts were clean, they looked good, they were getting a lot of shots on goal, quality chances. They weren't giving up a ton of shots, and Freddie looked really good. Some of the saves that he was making, of course. One went in. It's all right. It's 1-0. You score tied up. You go down 2-1. You still got 9 minutes left. And then with 9 minutes left, they just proceed to give up four more goals. Like, this can't happen. Matthews said it after the game. The team can't quit or fold. That includes you, Matthews. That includes everybody. Apparently, Sheldon Keefe went in there and talked to the team and said, "Listen, like we got to pick this up," and they do. But I'd also like to call out some people who are saying, "Oh, well, they shouldn't have any more chances. They shouldn't be able to shake off the rust." This is what I find funny. Okay, did the Leafs deserve to lose this one? Yes, they did because they folded. They quit. But we can't be out here and saying when Keefe gets hired and Babcock was fired, oh, there's going to be some rust and they're going to have to make an adjustment to this coach and there's going to be some pain. These same people a week later are like, "Oh, the Leafs they shouldn't have any more excuses." We're only 6 games into Keefe's experiment here and he's 4-2. The Leafs just folded tonight, otherwise they looked pretty decent. Why are we already going against our word here? Not me personally, but all these other people are like, "Oh, well, they're done now. They're toast." You can't be doing that. You can't have more excuses. You can't. They're only 6 games into Sheldon Keefe as their coach. I thought pain was coming. So now there should be no pain, or like pick a narrative here, guys. Pick a narrative. because the Leafs deserve to lose this game. But at the same token, let's not just give up because of a couple losses, all right? Big game tomorrow against Colorado. I'll be previewing it. Make sure to be there for that one. Subscribe if you're new. Again, I make all these videos and I have fun doing them, but I can't stand when people, make up these false narratives about a team when they literally just lost a game. Like, it's one game. They're 4-2 under Sheldon Keefe. That to me is a winning record. Peace.